Howdy, folks, and welcome to another day in the Milky Way. Tonight we got a great show for you. We're continuing our series on Tao Te Ching. But anyway, as we get going, we're going to learn a little bit about it. What is it? What is it all going to be? I hope you're all enjoying this. This is episode 3 of it all. Can you believe it? 3 nights of this stuff? Why? Blows my mind. There's so much to it. What is the Tao? The Tao Te Ching is a Chinese classic text and foundational work of the Taoism, written around 400 BC and traditionally credited to the sage Lao Tzu. Through the text's authorship, date, composition, data, blah, 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 in the 4th century BC. That's right. Always in the 4th century BC. Well, what can we learn by this? What religion is Tao Te Ching? Taoism is religion and philosophy from the ancient China that has influenced folks in national belief. Taoism has been connected to a philosopher of Lao Tzu, who around 500 BC wrote the main book of Taoism, the Tao Te Ching. So, I haven't found like where they don't worship these guys. The way, the everything around you, learning how to work in nature. That's pretty much the yin and the yang. What are the 5 principles of this Taoism way? According to what they say here, it says the first precept is no killing. Second, no stealing. Third, no sexual misconduct. Fourth, no false speech. Fifth, no taking of intoxicants. Oh no! For all you puffers out there, or drinkers, or whatever. Anyway, that's I'm just jumping. Anyhow, I hope this is all good and you're enjoying it. And we're going to get right to it by presenting something. Sorry about that. We're going to be on chapter 3. Of course, like always, I got something cool to share with you. Yeah, who doesn't like to see it? We are on chapter 3, and I got this one because I have a book, and the book says, up here somewhere. This is my book right here. There's the book, and what y'all be reading from, it's Tao Te Ching Explained, and that's what I'm reading from. So if you want to get it, go to Amazon or eBay or your favorite bookstore and pick it up. Okay, we're going to dig right into this. On the third, what you would call poem of Tao Te Ching, number 3. Not praising the deserving. Prevent envy. Not vaulting wealth. Prevent theft. Not displaying what's desirable. Prevents confusion of the faith. Therefore, the sage governs by emptying senses and filling bellies, curbing strife and strengthening backs, keeping the people ignorant without desire, making the learned afraid to act. If he acts without action, order will prevail. What does all that mean? We're going to dig right into this and see if you know, because I can see what it is. If you have, wealth, well, if you don't have wealth, nobody can steal from you. And if you're not displaying what's desirable, well, then nobody will covet what you have. Is that kind of what it boils down to? So be the gray man, as we would say in today's language. Okay, I'm going to go on with the side. That's with the eagerness to change for the better. We deserve, we would like to believe, today we call it progress, as it's automatically in this case. Okay, we encourage impatience and hurry onward, convinced that letting go of the past will bring an increasingly splendid future. Throw away all that old stuff, buy new, buy new. This mentally is doomed to escalate and accelerate, and we have no time at all to compare our innovations with what they replace. We don't know if they were improvements. We don't even know what they lead to at length. One day, we might destroy our world without even realizing it. And we're on the path to doing that now. That's right, buy the newest, latest, greatest. You know, it's the iPhone 15, 16, 17, whatever it is right now. Oh, you only got an iPhone 10, you need to upgrade to 11. Oh my God, get the new phone, it's coming out. You know, we've heard those things. Non-action. Lao Tzu is wary of change and interfering with the present state of things. He sees the world as one precious balance. Where action that is not carefully considered might easily lead to an avalanche of unwanted effects before balance is restored. So he praises non-action. Do as little as possible. I'm sure y'all like that word. Do as little as possible. Oh yeah, do as little as possible, and only when you absolutely have to. Minimum interference ensures maximum stability. I think he's not talking about going to work people. The more power you have, the more important it is to stick to non-action. A good ruler has the patience to refrain from action before knowing exactly what to do, and then to do it as little as possible, even for great problems. Small solutions are usually the safest and the most efficient. Big solutions cause new problems of equal size. There are those who claim to know what is needed, but they seldom know what needs may arise out of their solutions. So they don't know enough. Knowledge is also power and should be treated with the same concern. The ones who know the most should be the most humble about the certainty of their knowledge. They are aware of the risk of being proven wrong by a future in the direction of their suggestions. They will be hesitant to propagate it. That's how they can make their responsibility equal to their knowledge. Moderation. Mankind is a longing species. Each of us knows that we are mortal. We all die, that's right, we all die. So we are desperate to live our lives to the fullest. Maybe not so many. This makes us easy victims of greed and envy. Oh yeah, that happens all the time. We regard each other with envy, suffering to the extent that others seem to enjoy themselves, struggling for a surplus of surpasses by none, losing any sense of what is enough. Yeah, I know, some of us are gluttonous. Oh, are we gluttonous? Greed makes it impossible to delight in what we have, since there will always be more to get. This cannot last. You know, eventually it's like the squirrel. He gets all those nuts in the tree, and then he buries them in the yard, and he can't remember where they're all at. And that's why we have trees growing. Lao Tzu's cure for galloping madness is moderation in all things. Only if we cease to crave for what we don't possess, we can appreciate what we have. If so, we will find that we don't need much at all. Anything beyond food to keep us from getting hungry is a luxury we can do without. Any other power than the strength to endure is a burden. You ever notice how much stuff you have? Do you realize that what do we really need? We need a roof over our heads, stay warm, food in our belly. We're pretty happy. We need all these other things. Sure, they're nice, but do we really need them? We live in a society of mass consumption. All of us are both producers and consumers. We tend to forbear the former just for the reason of being able to indulge in the latter. Should we not be happier about what we are able to create than what we hurry to waste? At least we should be able to ask ourselves if we really want everything that we set our eyes on. Yeah, ask yourself, every time you pick up something you want to buy, you want to get something, you really need it, you really have to get it. Is this really what you want? Or are you just doing it because it makes you feel good in the moment? The joy of giving and greed is quickly replaced by the disappointment of its minute reward. That's the trap of longing. Few things are as pleasing when we get them as they were tempting when we longed for them. We must learn the deep and lasting pleasure of discovering how much it is that we do not need. Thereby, we also learn how much we already have and how precious that is. Trust me, it's very tempting to have things that you want. And then once you get them, the toy becomes boring and we go out and buy more. And that's probably why most of us have a full house of junk. And you're constantly throwing out stuff. Throw away things and you buy new things. Something catches your eye and you buy something new. Maybe you should just be happy with what you got. Be thankful for the things you do get. You don't go out and charge them on a credit card. Work for them. Save up the money. Then buy it. Maybe it'll mean more to you. Now, there's nothing wrong with not having, except when you don't have enough. So just try to have enough. Just enough. That's all I gotta say. Well, thank you all for coming and being here tonight. And it's been a busy night trying to get things done and get you out the show. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. And remember, go out and do something nice for somebody. Remember, the only thing in this world that matters is the love you have for everybody else and the love they give back to you. And with that, remember to be the frequency you want to receive.